What a day. Let's finish this day off on a good note, shall we? How about a voice note? Let's go.
Hello, Mr. London.
Hello.
So I promised you the Bassets howling.
Yeah, the Bassets.
Let's see if the Bassets will howl for the Tom London show.
Let's see.
Penny, you're on.
Oh, it's the animal show tonight. We're going to be meeting a baby monkey. We got the Bassets howling. We got our friends join in. Hello, YouTube viewers. Hello, Facebook, and hello, Twitch.
These are real live Bassets
I hear
howling.
that. Yeah.
With Penny in the background.
I like it. Thank you, Cheryl. Welcome to the Tom London Show.
And that's why we listen to the Tom London show.
Okay, here we are. It is, I don't even know what day it is. I did the worst thing this morning. My best friend Garth Taylor, it's his birthday on the 23rd, and the whole month I'm got this thing planned. I'm going to sing him happy birthday. And I got my dates wrong, and I thought the 23rd was today. So at 9 o'clock I was about to call him, and he called me, and I went, happy birthday to you. And he said, that would have been nice if it was yesterday. Oh man, I felt like the worst human being on the planet. And then there were no voice notes coming in last night. That's because I got a new router and I never put the device to the router. And then I left my food at Garth's house an hour ago. And I just stepped in and realized I got no food. That's my, what is it, Tuesday? How's your Tuesday? Listen, I want to know how your Tuesday's gone. I've given you a rundown of mine, but I want to know about your Tuesday. Hello, London gang. Welcome to the most interactive talk show on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Anywhere online, actually. We're going to be meeting a baby monkey tonight. We're going to be chatting to Darren the Man in just a moment. And we will be meeting a baby monkey. Are you ready? It's the Monkey Show. Before we do, I left Garth and the band busy setting up lights and light sequences. Shall we give them a call? Shall we cross over to them and see if they still working? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see if we can get Garth on the line and put him on and see if they are busy with the lighting. I think they are. Here we go. Garth's camera is off. Ah, there. Now it's on. Yay! Hello, Garth Taylor.
Oh, working harder.
Are you working?
Yes, look at us in the bright lights.
Did you eat all my? Did you eat all my food? That's what I did. Gerald eats all my food. I see him in the background there. He's looking a bit heavier.
Gerald's looking a little bit heavier.
And that's Duran. Yeah, that's Duran the drummer. Gerald on bass, Garth Taylor on vocals, and Gavin will be playing guitar on Thursday night at Traders. Cheryl's coming. Cheryl's bringing a friend. Craig Bluchnote's coming. He's bringing his wife. Others are coming. If you want to come along, Traders, Times Square Casino, 8 o'clock, Thursday night. 2 days to go. You can book your tickets at Web Tickets. Look, you can come and buy them at the door if you want. They're going to be $50 extra. Then it costs you $200. You want to save $50? Just go to Web Tickets after the show and book 2 tickets. I'm going to pull a couple of tables together and we're going to sit and have a good time. So let's check the lights out. I'm getting very excited about this. Yeah, let's check these lights out, man. See, we've been working on light sequences the whole day.
Yeah, definitely have been. It's quite a thing. There's a smoke machine.
And a smoke machine and a yeah, there we go. Wow! Garth Taylor has turned his lounge into a nightclub. I love it. We're in business. All right, Garth and the guys, chat to you tomorrow morning. See, there's my food that Gerald ate on the dining room table. Yeah. Will you show me what's left, please? Yeah, there's my packets. I left all my food for tonight behind at Garth's house. Oh, man. All right, Garth. Get some.
You're safe.
Thank you. Just don't drink the Coca-Cola, man. Okay, guys. Chat you tomorrow and looking forward to the gig on Thursday night. Cheers.
Yes.
That's Garth Taylor and the gang. And the band, London Gang, performing live, Traders, Times Square, Thursday night. Are you ready to meet a monkey? I'll get to comments in just a little while. I got the guys to record something today. Just a little bit of a harmony. Just give you an idea of what we're working on for Thursday night. Here we go. Garth Taylor in the band with a little impromptu vocal session just for you.
So lay down next to me and love me, love me. Won't you hold on tight to me and love me, love me. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Oh, won't you love me?
There it is, Traders, Times Square, Casino, Menlyn. 2 days to go, Thursday, 8 p.m. By the way, you can bring kids with you. It's family friendly, so you can bring the kiddies along. Kids come in for free. $150 a ticket. If you book at Web Tickets, just go to Web Tickets, search for Garth Taylor. You'll see the event there. You can book them. We'll see you Thursday night. I've got a table with a couple of my friends, a few people from the show. The viewers are coming, and we're going to have a great night. That's Thursday at Times Square. Traders, book it, Web Tickets. Right, let's go through the messages, shall we? Let's see who's on board. Who's on Facebook? Who's on YouTube? Who's on Twitch? What do you got to say? How was your day, London gang? Hi, Tom, says John Moslin. Hi, John. Good to have you with us. Gaynor had her consultation with the doctor today. And so far, I think they're all consulting some more. That's what it looked like from the Facebook post I read earlier, but hope it's good. Over in Sweden, joined by my good friend Eric Lumberg. How's it, Eric? Loving the pictures and got so jealous that you were in London to watch Madonna. Did she come out in braces, like leg braces? I believe so, or one or something. Patricia Ann, it was Eric's birthday yesterday, and it was also Patricia Ann Skoltz's birthday yesterday. So 2 yesterday birthday people on board, and Garth Taylor's birthday yesterday as well. Wow, popular day for making babies. Alistair Jameson, it's Tuesday, Tom London and London Gang. Thank you, Alistair. I'm going to count on you to tell me which day of the week it is. I might need dates as well. Carlos Hartwell, did you hear Carlos Hartwell? Says, good evening, everybody. Craig Blicknote will be joining us at Traders on Thursday night for a bash of note as Garth plays his classic hits and all the new songs off his new album. Well, some of the new songs. Out of Portugal now, we're joined by Jose de Oliveira. How's it, Tom, and all the peeps live? How's it, Jose? Good to have you with us. Cheryl Wehan is on board. You heard a voice note at the beginning of the show. Hello, LGs. I like that. LGs with the London gang. We are the London. I like this. I think it was Aubrey that started this. I thought that was, huh? Don't mess with the London gang. You don't want to mess with the London gang because they bad, bad babies. Alistair Jameson says, cricket, we won our match today again by a massive margin, 149 runs. Bangladesh got hit for a 6. Okay, who else is on board? Benjamin Jones from Pet Rescue Kits.co.za. I hope I got that address right. You can type it in down below, Ben. Who else have we got? Sarah Key out of Morningside. Santon says, hi guys. Trevor Kramer says, missed the show yesterday, not every day. Tottenham Hotspur. I believe, I heard on the radio, I was in an Uber today and I heard that they are top of the English Premier League. I was like, who? Tottenham Hotspur? Really? Priorities, priorities. Come on, you Spurs, says Trevor. Out of Denmark, we're joined by Henrietta Cortez. Says, hey, all, if you want us to try join you on YouTube, you got to be there on time. Otherwise, the old tunnies get confused. I suppose that's directed at me. Gaynor's going to have a CT scan. Just waiting to hear when. Aubrey Maria says, good evening, London gang. Sorry I'm late. And, yeah. And Alistair says, now you've ruined the friendship. But I don't know who he's talking to. I need Coca-Cola. How was your day, by the way? Did you have a decent day? What happened in your day? So I know what happened in Gaynor's day. Gaynor went to the doctor. Oh man, that's never a good day, going to the doctor. Well, I suppose some exams are fun, but not CT scans. Cheers. I hope you've got something to drink. Right, what should we do? Should we meet a monkey? Let's meet a monkey. We're going to call Darren Mann. Darren Mann is the former breakfast show host at Algoa FM. I think Darren probably built that radio station, just on that show alone. And he's an animal lover, like Bianca Pienz, who we had on in one of the first shows. And I saw that he got a baby monkey, so I thought we better call Darren and find out more about this monkey. Let's call Darren Mann quickly, see if he'll take a video call from us, and see if we can... maybe we'll get to see the monkey. Are you ready? wow. It's working. He's on board. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Tom London Show, the one and only Darren Mann. Oh, now the camera went off. Just as I said, the one and only Darren Mann. It has to work like that.
Where did you disappear to? There you are.
There
Hey,
I
Tom,
am.
how are you, man?
Darren, I'm very well. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Still keeping things ticking over in Port Elizabeth, and glad to see your new show, man. Sounding good. I've popped in a few times.
Thanks, Darren. You know, it's not like having a massive transmitter on top of a tower strapped to your back. It's building it one by one, literally one viewer at a time. It's a slow process, but I'm having a lot of fun. I really am. Thank you.
No, well, that's great, man. I've got no doubt you're going to make a success of it, Tom,
Well,
really.
we're holding thumbs and saying lots of prayers to God. Darren, tell me about this monkey. The other day I was looking through Facebook, and then you had this tiny, teeny little monkey, man.
It's actually one of a number, Tom. I do my best to keep my hand in with animal rights and animal welfare causes wherever possible. It's always kind of been my thing. And there's an incredible organisation called Monkey Matters Eastern Cape, and it's baby season. And at the moment, they've got so many fosters that are coming in. Most of them babies that have had mothers hit by vehicles and have died.
Shame.
So they've got a number of foster carers who look after them, and I don't do a whole lot. You know, I go in, I do some babysitting.
Okay.
I feed them wherever I can, and they're just the most amazing little creatures, as you've seen. They capture your heart immediately, and they're all vervet monkeys, for those who haven't seen. And it is something which makes me feel good, man.
So what does looking after a monkey involve?
Well, these ones are very tiny. I've got a friend, Marizan Kemp, who I assist. She's got 5 or 6 at the moment.
Wow.
That she looks after. You've got to give them baby formula. Some of them they're only about 3 or 4 days old. They literally fit into the palm of your hand.
Gee whiz.
And you've got to give them baby formula every 2.5 hours or so. You've got to clean up after them because there's a lot of mess, but that's okay. And just make sure that they don't bully each other too much, because
so you got to
there's a bit of
you got to be a monkey mom. Do you have to be a monkey mom?
Monkey dad, monkey mom. I identify as one some days and as the other on other days.
That's brilliant. So where are these monkeys, Darren? Are they around you? Are they nearby?
They're not with me at the moment. They're at my friend's house, Marizon. As I said, she's got a facility both indoors and outdoors. Outdoors, we keep them outside during the day, and then they come indoors at night. And exactly like babies, Tom. You've got fluffy blankets and toys and brightly coloured and shiny things which keep them entertained. And then they pull at your hair and bite your fingers. But it's the most rewarding thing, truly. It's amazing.
I know you to be an animal lover, and this is not the first animal that you have rehabilitated or rescued. I used to love those pictures of you with your little mouse bird that you had.
My spirit animals, the mouse birds, amazing.
Could I ask you to do me a favor? When we say goodbye, would you WhatsApp me a couple of pictures on this number? Sure. Of the monkey, so I can put some pics on? And does the monkey have a name? Do you give them names when you do this, or do you keep them nameless?
No, they do. They all have names. At the moment, we run through the alphabet every season. At the moment, we're on M, I think. So there's Minnie, there's Mackenzie, there's Manny, there's Maverick, and a few others. But I'll happily send you a few pics. I'll pop in a few of the mouse birds as well. And I don't know if you know, but last year we had an amazing adventure as well. We actually went off to Ukraine.
Yes.
Of the war zone, and we managed to bring out 9 lions from a zoo in Odessa, which was an incredible story. And as you can imagine, once it was done, just the most amazing feeling, very rewarding as well.
I stand in your shadow, Darren. I really do when it comes to what you do for this planet and for animals. And I just, I encourage you, if you're on Facebook, to go take a look at Darren's page, his Facebook page, and just follow Darren. And what would you say to people who watch the show who go, well, I could help out, but don't know how to help? Like I'm like that, right? I think I've got a lot of time. I got 2 birds that I look after. It wouldn't be a hardship to, rehabilitate or look after another animal, but I wouldn't even know where to start.
Do what you can where you are with what you have. That's not a cliche. The tiniest little gestures, every single one of the 7 billion people on the planet made one tiny little gesture towards animal rights and animal welfare today. Collectively, it would make a massive difference. Whether it's volunteering, I sometimes go and I volunteer down at Sanko to look after the penguins and the seabirds here if I've got time. Whether you're able to volunteer at a shelter, take a dog for a walk, or buy some dog food or cat food or bird food and take it to a shelter. Any little thing that you can do, even just a few minutes out of your day. People always say, not always, but I often have people say to me, "Oh, we need more people like you." Well, then be one of those people. Right. You can, man.
Yeah,
you can.
Damn right. And because this isn't a commercial radio station and no one owns the show but me, I'd like to tell you that when you spoke about veganism and trying better, trying harder to be a better human when it comes to the impact we have as human beings on our fellow animals, and it's just all of a sudden you weren't on radio anymore because you had something to say about milk, which wasn't even that bad. I can say that encouraged me to start changing some of the things that I buy. I'm not a vegan, but the mayonnaise, I buy Be Well mayonnaise now because it's vegan mayonnaise and it tastes just the same. And I know that no chickens had to be raised in horrid conditions or conditions that I wouldn't want to live in for me to have my mayonnaise. And I eat a bit less meat than I used to, and I'm trying to do a little less damage when it comes to this planet. Are you still on that crusade, or is that still your life?
Yeah, I think I largely identify as a vegetarian rather than a vegan. And same as the comments which got me into the most bizarre situation previously. I still struggle with cheese when it comes to being vegan. I really found getting up meat way easier than I initially thought it would be.
Yeah.
So moving to vegetarian was not a big issue. I try and hang into the vegan corner, but I do slip up from time to time. So that's kind of where I am. I
just want to tell you, you're an inspiration to me, and I'm sure many, many other people. And I think it was just, I wish I'm on Facebook going to kick me out if I use bad language. But the words I would love to use to describe what that radio station did and their brain state at the time just wouldn't be allowed on Facebook. I thought it was atrocious. And I hope to see you on a show, your own show, one of these days, man. Put one together. I'll be your first viewer.
No, that's very kind. And I want to tell you as well, when that all went down, it was an incredibly difficult time for me, obviously, because I've been there for 28 years, my entire life. And I remember you saying some really kind things on social media about it, which I don't know if I ever told you, but I genuinely appreciate it. You're a good man.
Darren, thank you. Yeah, I just got upset on your behalf, and I thought, well, I got nothing to lose. I ain't ever going back to commercial radio. Let me put Facebook on and tell them what assholes they are. Anyway, Darren, thank you. I hope we're going to catch up with you regularly. I'm looking forward to those monkey pics and the mouse bird pics. If you manage to send them through before the end of the show, I'll put them up on screen. And thank you once again, Darren, for not just for coming on the show, but just for the kind of human being you are and being an inspiration, man. Thank you.
Very cool, man. Appreciate the time, Tom, and all the best, brother.
Take care, Darren. Darren Mann, you'll know him if you grew up in the PE area. This was the guy who kept you entertained on a weekday breakfast morning. I think he built Algoa FM. I reckon he built the damn place, man. And then one morning, someone in the studio has a chat with him and says, "Hey, Darren, you're a vegetarian." He says, "Yeah." And they go, "Well, what do you?" He says, "Oh, I still battle, I still drink milk, even though I know about the conditions in the dairy farms and stuff." And that was it. That's all he had to say for a radio station to say he's gone. Decades and decades of career, decades of building a damn business for shareholders, for other people. Can you tell I'm never going to get a job on commercial radio again? They will never, ever hire me, and I'm perfectly okay with it. I'm sounding like a grumpy grandpa. But I thought it was just pathetic that a radio station would get rid of their biggest talent, the person who built the place, because he said he had a problem drinking milk and he was trying to cut down or whatever, and he knew that I mean, come on. Are we really that backward? Anyway, there goes my job at Awwww FM. And I don't care. Did you like that? Darren will pop some pictures through in just a moment, I'm sure, and then we'll put that up on the screen. Let's go and check out. We got some voice notes. We've got voice notes out of America, and the voice note line is running, by the way. So if you want to send a voice note, send me one, and I'll play it on the show. It's all working tonight. You got any monkey stories? I want to know. You want to tell me how your day went? I want to know. You got something on your mind that you want me to talk about, or you want to talk about with me, or you want to bring up as a topic? I want to know. Okay, Manny the Monkey pictures coming up next in, right now, let's just, why don't we just catch up on the lines? Let's see what you're saying. I did say it's an interactive show, so let's interact, shall we? Okay, here we go. Tom, what happened to radio today? I believe they're still running, but I don't know where you find them. I think online is my guess. Lucky to see that the LGs are on cunt. Nice one. I shouldn't have sworn earlier on. I want to swear a lot. I want to go to YouTube so I can say what I really think. Alistair says, Jameson, Tom, I'll do the sports reporting for the show. We're going to have to blacklist the Spurs fans, though. There we go. We're starting a fight. I like it. Aubrey Maria says, the day was sweltering. Being a winter baby, I'm suffering. I also love winter, Aubrey. I did battle today. It was one of those days where it's so hot and you go, I wonder whether I'm sick, man. Aubrey Maria, Darren's a PE legend. Amen to that. One of the finest broadcasters we've ever had in this country, and he's not behind a microphone. It's a tragedy. But I reckon Darren needs to put a show on. He needs to put a show like this on and talk about animals and animal welfare and stuff. I would be the first person to watch, and I know that my fellow London gang members would do the same. So, Darren, if you're watching this, we're behind you, man. What can I say? Okay, who else has got what to say? Dustin Miller out of, I never know where Dustin is. I think it's Florida. Dustin says, hey, TL, drinking Mountain Dew, and packing up my house in Florida. Headed to a new location from next week. Well, let us know where you're going. And love the show, first time watching live. Thanks, Dustin. I'll play your voice note in just a moment. Aubrey is on YouTube. And thank you to we've got a handful of YouTube viewers, but they're dedicated and they're loyal. So if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for pressing the play button during the live broadcast. And if you're watching post-live, we've got international viewers post-live. Thank you for pressing the play button. And if you're from America, a very special thank you, because your exchange rate, I've got a reason for saying this, your exchange rate is 20 times ours. So for $1, you get 20 of our rands. The dollar goes a long, long way in South Africa. And I would love American audience so that I can sell things and advertising in America so that I can buy a Ferrari. So if you're from America, you're very valuable to me. Like 20 times as valuable as a South African. Now watch the South Africans get upset. Wendy Mechanic's on board. Hey, Tom and all. Hello from Wendy Mechanic. Cheryl Wehan agrees with Darren, says, absolutely, do what you can with what you can. You make a difference to that animal. You're my hero, Darren. Yeah. Hero is the right word. Although I shouldn't be so nice to Darren, man, because he beat me once. Do you want to hear a story and we'll get back to messages? You can leave voice notes, by the way. I really do want to hear your voice notes. And there were some that came in yesterday. I'll play them now. But if you got a phone with you and WhatsApp on the phone, you can just send me a voice note and I will play it. I will respond to it. I'll engage with it. I used to work, when I was working at, I think it was 702, the PR lady, Natasha Wadvala, she came to me one day and she said to me, what are you doing on Wednesday? And I said, nothing. And everyone should know that's a trick. And I should have known, and I fell into the trap. When someone says, what are you doing on a particular day? Your first question should be, why? But I didn't do that. I said, nothing. And she said, great, you're going to be on The Weakest Link. Do you remember that television program, The Weakest Link? It was a broadcaster's special. I was there with DJ Fresh, Paul Rotherham, Darren Mann. There were a couple of other people from big stations around the country. And I got to the final with Darren. It was Darren and I at the end of the show competing against each other. And Darren Mann is like a walking bloody encyclopedia, man. He beat me. and I came second in the weakest link, and I went home and cried, and I didn't leave my bed for 2 days. My friends were phoning, my family were phoning, go, what's wrong? I said, oh, I'm beaten in the weakest link, and it's all going to be on television. So Darren Mann actually whipped my ass, but my ass was whipped by a hero. So when last was your ass whipped by a hero? Last night. Ian Lombard. Ian said he helped one of the monkey rescued at the East London SPCA, Darren the Man. Yeah, nice to see all the accolades coming in for Darren Mann. I hope I spelled Darren's surname right when I put the title up. Aubrey says he prefers animals to people, generally. I do too, except there's a pit bull terrier down the road. Whenever I walk down the road, I can see it wants to eat me. I've got an escape route, a tree I'm going to run up if ever he gets over the wall. I don't like him. But the rest of the animals I do. Ian says, hello, Darren. Okay, what else we got here? I'm a PE boy, born and bred, says Aubrey Marais. One of the cleanest cities in South Africa, and I remember getting off a plane once and getting into a taxi, and I said, wow, it's looking clean, and the taxi driver said, yeah, that's since the DA came in. And I went, don't talk nonsense. You guys have got such strong offshore wind coming in there. If a plastic packet is anywhere within like 3-4 kilometers of the coast, it gets blown inland, and that's what's cleaning your city. It's the wind. It's got nothing to do with the DA. It's the wind. PE, friendly people. Boardwalk Casino and Hotel, beautiful hotel to go stay at. I'd prefer to go to PE over Durban, I think. Yeah. Those knees, Tom. I know, I realized it as I sat down, Trevor. As I started the broadcast, I just saw these knees, and they're sticking out and glowing, and I didn't know what to, I suppose I should do that. Should have a clothing adjustment. Thanks for reminding me. Those knees, Tom. Yeah. Liesel Schulenberg. Love that name, Schulenberg. I really do like that name. Schulenberg is on board and says hello. Tom London will never let you go to Algo FM, not in 1,000 years. Don't worry. I have such a hatred for commercial broadcasting. I will never go back. What happened to your jeans? Is this what we're going to talk about tonight? My clothing? Is that actually what we're going to discuss on the show? Listen, my clothes are all old. I don't know, maybe you're lucky enough to have a cupboard of new clothes, but I don't, man. I got a lot of clothes, but they're all old. And then I got fat. I had to buy new clothes, and then I lost 35 kilos, and then those clothes didn't fit anymore, and I had to buy some new clothes and then look for some old clothes I hadn't worn for a while. And these pants are actually my newest pair of pants. These are my smartest, newest pair of pants. These are the best pants I got. That's why I need Coca-Cola to sponsor the show. And actually, I paid more because they've got holes in, which shows you what an idiot I am. These are my very fancy white pants, Barry Bowditch. Ian Lombard with the SPCA down in the Eastern Cape. We've got 28 kennels been occupied by human inmates, 20th of November, jail and bail. That's a nice initiative, right? We need sponsors. Anybody want to help Ian, just say hello to him and, yeah, get in touch in the comment section down below this show. Right, Darren Mann, all the London gang behind you. Again, you're my hero. That's nice. Right, Trevor Kramer, my beef. Awesome to hear from Darren Mann. I hate the fact that so many of the country's top radio presenters or hosts are not behind the mic. You see, one of the reasons, there are lots of reasons. One of the reasons is we were so busy doing radio, we weren't building social media profiles, and then you had these celebrities or influencers start, a million people following them, and then the radio stations started hiring them, and they're not necessarily the most talented people on radio, but, they got all these numbers. So the times have changed. My attitude is that I ain't going to go back to commercial radio and play in that sandpit. Did I say cesspit or sandpit? Sandpit, right? I'm not going back there. No way in hell. And seeing as all the youngsters are doing this now, are doing the podcasting and online, I'm like, all right, let me come and play in that swimming pool. Maybe I can join the game. Motown, you're going to Detroit. Motor City. Dustin Miller moving from Florida to Detroit. Diane Cox says, please tell me how to adapt to a new job when there is a battle axe in the new office. Who tells? Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. Can we all help Diane, please? I had this problem in a corporate. I went to go work in a corporate once, and I hung my picture on the wall on day 2, and then they told me I wasn't allowed to because it wasn't approved corporate artwork. And I was like, what, are you mad? It's Clint Eastwood with a bullet through his hat and a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. Why can't that go on a corporate office wall? And they told me I wasn't allowed to. So I called Human Resources and I donated my office, and it was a very fancy office. I donated it back to the company. Then I donated the cell phone back to the company. And then I donated the laptop they gave me back to the company. And when they said, but where are you going to work from? I said, the smoking section at House of Coffees. And they said, how are we going to get hold of you? I said, I got a telephone number. Look, I got my own phone. Just call that number. And they said, how are we going to email you? And I said, there's my email address, tomlondon@gmail. And they went, that's not protocol. And I said, it's my protocol. And then they fired me. And then I had to get unfired. And then they fired me 4 more times, and I had to unfire myself 4 more times over 6 years. But eventually they got used to me. But there were some people that did not like me. They didn't want me there. And I understand what Diane's talking about. Diane says, please tell me how to adapt to a new job when there is a battle axe in the new office who tells you how to staple a piece of paper. What? When I have worked in an office for over 35 years, please help. And I'm sure you know how to staple a piece of paper. I don't know. Cricket bat to the back of the head, swiftly. That's not going to work. You're going to get into trouble. Diane, this is a tough one, hey? Because those people generally don't change that easily. I'm battling with advice here. I'm counting on the London gang to give some advice. This is an interactive talk show, so I'm hoping that some people in the comment section will interact with you. Maybe someone's been through this, they've got a tactic they can share. I battle with this because I go to war with these people, you see. I'm from Springs, and in Springs, when you've got a problem with someone, you go over to their house and you knock on their door and say, I've got a problem with you. But that doesn't work like that in offices, I don't think. I did work for a station manager on a radio station years ago who was a battle axe. And I honestly wanted to leave because of this person. And then one day I summoned all my courage and I walked into his office and I said to him, I don't know how to deal with you. And he went, what do you mean? I said, you're so aggressive and you are so nasty that all I can think about when I leave work every day is that I hope you in the parking lot and I get the opportunity to ride you over. That's what I said. And then he said, sit down, let's have a cup of coffee and talk. And then we became best friends. So I don't know. People do that to me. I put my head against theirs and I push. How do you deal with a bully? Someone who pushes you. You poke them in the eye real hard. But I don't know, you might not want to take my advice, Diane. Perhaps the way to go is sweet and savory. Maybe some muffins or something. Bake some muffins and put them in an ice cream container and go to work the next day and hand them out and hope that this battle axe boss doesn't mind the flavored muffin you bring. They'll probably say, oh, I hate blueberry muffins, and stapling lessons next. Keen to see what everyone has to say about Diane's dilemma. All right, shall we take some voice notes? Let's take some voice notes and see what's happening on the other side of the world. To America we go. What?
Mr. Tom London, Dustin Miller from the USA. Hope all is well. Loving the new show.
Thanks, Dustin.
I'm going to try and actually watch it live tonight.
You are.
I haven't
You're
been
on
able
board.
to watch you live yet because it's 3 p.m. when you come on. But I'm here. I've got notifications set, and I plan to be tuned
stuff.
in, bro. Hope you're well. And give me a shout sometime soon.
Will do, John. Dustin, thank you. Nice voice note from Dustin Miller out of Florida. You can send a voice note too. Send a WhatsApp voice note to the number on the screen. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, somebody's sending me pictures, which I can't really put on right now. We're going to battle with that. John Moslin also sent me pictures, which I can't really put on right now. Did John send voice notes?
Hi, Tom. I've given you a clue with my photograph. Where do you think I am?
Oh, I don't know.
Tom, do you remember George the Porter? Tom, do
I don't know if this show passes any of the PC tests. All right, let's take another one. Should we see who this is? Today it says. Right.
Are there Tom and the London gang?
How's it?
Aubrey speaking.
Aubrey!
Regarding the monkey stories, I don't have a monkey story. I like to tell everyone, ek is 'n aap, maar ek is 'n ou aap.
Aubrey,
People know what that means. Yeah, where's Sasta? Where's Tammy?
Okay.
Speaking of influences.
No, hold on. Sasta is at school. She's studying philosophy. So she's philosophizing. She should be here just now. I'm looking out for the headlights so I can open the gate for her. And she said she'd bring food with her because I left mine at Garth's house. All right, continue.
Still at school? Are they in detention or what?
No, she's studying philosophy.
Teacher, leave them kids alone. Have a lucky night, everyone. On there. Are there Tom and the London gang? Aubrey speaking. Regarding the monkey stories, I don't have a monkey story.
Yeah. Hold on, it's the same voice note. Let's try the next one.
I've taken the mic above recognized broadcasters. I think it's a travesty, my humble opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's a travesty to hear Barney Simon play Celine Dion.
Yes.
On Pretoria's local radio station. I won't mention name.
Uh-huh.
It's cool to hear from Uncle Barney. Cool memories, but
hold on, what was that? Something happened in the background.
Pretoria's
Did you hear that?
local
Control,
radio
come in,
station. I won't
control.
mention name. It's cool to hear from Uncle Barney. Cool memories, but I'm used to Uncle Barney playing like goth music and metal and
Yes.
stuff. Every now and again, especially on a Sunday, he pops in the one Sunday morning he opened up the Smoke on the Water.
There we go.
So I can't get used to him playing Celine. Eh? So that's my take on that shit. Bring back the frickin' old guys. Come on.
Don't get me started on Barney Simon. I love Barney, by the way. Barney used to have the best nightclub act. Barney had that nightclub act, and in one part in the nightclub act, he would play James, sit down, and he would tell everyone in the club to sit down at a particular point, and you'd see 2,000 people sit down, and then he'd say, lie down, and 2,000 people would lie down, and he'd say, turn to the right, and everyone would roll over to the right, then roll over to the left, and Barney Simon was just controlling people like a puppet master. I remember a couple of years ago, I don't know what I did. I put some show on, some song on my Facebook page. I don't know, it was Westlife or something, and he sent a ha-ha, and then it was only a few months later that he was playing Backstreet Boys on Jacaranda. But he's still a legend. Okay, where's the black dressing gown? That's when I get out of the bath and I haven't had, it's a bath gown. It's not even a dressing gown. It's my trial run for my birthday show in my birthday suit. Cheryl Nolan says, hello from Cheryl in Cape Town. Love your show. Thank you, Cheryl, and thank you for being dedicated, pressing the play button. Really appreciate it. Jose de Oliveira, is this a question that's going to come up every time Sasta's not here? Where is Sassy tonight? She's at school. She's studying philosophy. 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 I learned how to spell it now. Oh, I just got a message from her at past. When was that? 10 minutes ago? She's on her way. So I reckon another 10 minutes or so. One of these days we'll get her to pop her face in front of the camera. What do you think? Okay, so here's Darren's baby monkey. You ready? You're ready for the monkey. Darren Man got a monkey. The monkey's name is Manny. Manny is a little baby. Manny is adorable. And Manny is so cute. Darren Man is an exceptional man. He rescues little animals like this, and he takes care of them, and he gives them love. Manny the monkey. Next picture from Darren. Oh, it's a video. Oh, there's Manny. Oh, sweet, man. Oh, that's cute. Here's another one. Manny the monkey. I told you it's a monkey show tonight. There's the star of our show. Oh, sweet. There's another one. Darren Mann, the monkey rescuer. All-round good person. Can we all be a bit more like Darren Mann? Can we make that pledge to each other tonight? That from tomorrow we'll do something. We won't step on the snails. I rescue ants from the bath. I cannot run a bath if there's an ant in the bath. I gotta put spit on my finger and then try and get it to stick, and then I flick it. And I wish it well on its way. So from tomorrow, can you save an ant? Can you not stand on a snail? Could you buy a bag of dog food for someone? Can we all be just a little bit nicer to the animals around us? Next one, Manny. Oh, I like this. Manny is the show monkey. I think we could call Manny the show monkey. You see, now you know you're dealing with a true animal lover. Eating off the same plate. Darren has an affinity to mouse birds. Mouse birds cuddle. They're really cool cuddlers. Look at that. See? Cuddling. Darren the man. I love these pictures. It's a monkey mouse bird show tonight. Love it. Thank you, Darren. Okay, we go back to the comment line. If those are your best pants, you need a better tailor. Is this Knock Tom tonight? Best we crowdfund for Tom's new wardrobe, but more importantly, he's definitely not allowed to choose any clothes. His lady must do that. She dresses beautifully. She does makeup beautifully. She dresses beautifully. She's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. She's exceptional. I could go on about her beauty forever. Okay, let's try and recall broadcasters from way back when until now. Shall we do that? We got a few more minutes before the end of the show. I still got a few things I can play you. Maybe we'll end with Gavin Langeveld, a new song from Gavin. But if you want, you can bring up some names of broadcasters. For me, the king of broadcasting will always be John Burks. The things I saw that man do in a studio and the capabilities he had, the mic technique, the storytelling, the inflection, the pauses, the pace, everything that goes in to making a great broadcaster, Burks had it in spades. And in a way, I think he inspired the rest of us. And I think we've all got a little bit of Burksy in us. I suppose that's Joburg based, though. So if you grew up in Cape Town or the East Coast, you would have other heroes. I'm thinking of people like Dave Gazzelli, many years on East Coast radio. You tell me who. You tell me who the legendary broadcasters are in this country. I would add Treasure Shabalala to that list. I'd add Bob Mabena. There are a whole bunch I'd add. Mandy Mechanic wants to help Diane with her dilemma. Do a conflict resolution 5-step process on her. What's that? Murra 5 times with a bat. Be super nice to her. You see, that was part of my advice. I think that's the better route to go. It doesn't land you in jail. Helen joined late. We'll have to catch up tomorrow. No worries, Helen, and good to have you on board. Okay, Helen says you literally don't discuss it. Either listen if there is something to learn, and otherwise shush, because in time they will hopefully see that there are other ways of doing things. So patience is what Henriette says. Aubrey says, Diane, take on the battle axe. They won't expect it. See, that's my kind of advice, right? Diane, take her chocolate cake. I'm conflicted because one half of me says, scop her up the backside, and the other half says, take a chocolate cake or muffins. That might break the ice. Gaynor says that's very tough. You have my sympathy, Diane. Just cannot work with a person like that because they'll never change. You see, I got a feeling that that's I said it right at the beginning of this. These people don't change. I don't know. Set her up. Frame her for something. Put, I don't know, contraband in her desk drawer and then call the police. I don't know. How do you deal with these? You know, everything I say is tongue-in-cheek, just by the way. I do not want to be arrested. Not again. I'm just kidding. Count to 10 and rip them with a throat punch. It's the absolute worst, says Liesel, working with a bully. Yeah. By the way, when the telemarketer phones me, I say the job's done, but there was a lot of blood, so I'd suggest you get it cleaned up before the cops arrive. I then cut the call and they don't phone back, says Barry Bowditch. Any show that does not pass a PC test is a show worth watching. Thanks, Dustin. Yeah, I don't know how far to go. You know, I know how far to go with the language. I think I've already pushed that a bit tonight. Oh, says Wendy, so it's SASTA the material. Are you only clicking now, Wendy? We addressed this 2 nights ago. Thinking Arbery is on the CB and that's the background sound. Definitely a CB, but what is it used for? In the old days, it was used for picking up people. Hey, you went like, Charlie Papa, yeah, Charlie Papa looking for a loose goose in the Benoni area. Isn't that what people used to do with CB radios? And then you'd get a, this is Loose Goose. I meet you at the Felton Flay at 9. Roger, Charlie Papa, see you there, baby. Loose Goose, over and out, Loose Goose. Ah, Charlie Papa, Loose Goose, yeah, over and out. Check you at the Felton Flay, 9 p.m., Roger. Now it's like, attempted robbery, plain bald, get your backsides there, all units attempted robbery. I think that's what's going on. My work radio says, Aubrey, that was Alfred, I'm Batman. Okay, he's working. Aubrey's on the neighborhood watch tonight, something like that. Awful Manny, adorable, says everybody. Barney on the late 80s. Okay, so here we go with legendary broadcasters. Barney on the late 80s Sunday nights, Uncle Paul's bedtime stories. Boys high school residents in Orange Free State could not sleep after listening to those horrors. I can hear that creaky old door. Barn door opening. Pity it's not online. Yeah, that'd be cool. Barney should do that. He should put some stuff online. Welcome to Uncle Paul's bedtime stories. Tom, always a great show. You rock. Thanks for great. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate the compliments. Darren for president, says Little Cook. Aubrey says I break for birds. Me too. Me too. Cheryl says Darren Man Day for me tomorrow. Nice one. Nice to see that. You know, that's what I want to do with the show. Apart from make enough money to buy a Ferrari, I just want to get us all to inspire each other. You know, well, we can do that. Wendy says she also saves ants. Everyone wants a little monkey now. Helen says Rafe Levine, my friend. Yeah, Rafe. I spoke to Rafe a couple of years back. I think he's living overseas now. Rafe Levine, hey? Me too, John Burke, says Gaynor. Yep, Burksy here, Burks in the morning. Yeah, Talk Radio 702, lines are open. 883-0702, John Burks. Mark Pilgrim, rest his soul. That was a big loss, and everyone felt that, hey? Poor Mark. Oh, you're taking us back now, Aubrey. Martin Bailey, Alex J, Big John Burks, and of course Tom London. Nah, I'm not in that club yet. I got to do a bit more work. Eric Egan. Was Eric Egan the guy that told the children's stories and he got fired for telling a joke on Springbok Radio? He never got onto air again. I think it was Eric Egan. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Eric Egan used to do the afternoon children's story. We used to run in for that. So, gather round, children. It's the children's story now. And then Eric Egan told a joke, and he got bombed and off the air, and he was never to come back. And the joke was, let's see if I can remember the joke. The joke was, how do you catch a polar bear? You dig a hole in the ice, and then you put peas around the hole in the ice, and when the polar bear comes for a pea, you kick him in the ice hole. Which I thought was very clever. You're not breaking any rules there, but they did not like that. Lyle, carry on like this, and I'm going to send you to escorts. Dougie Laws in the morning on Springbok. That's way back. Kolani Gwala, yes. Out of the current crop of talk radio hosts, I really did like him because he had soul, man. He was a human being, and it came through the microphone, and you could hear that he was a good human being. I agree with you there, right? Kevin Savage, David Blood. I never really got to know Kevin Savage really well, but I got to know David Blood quite well and spent a lot of time around David. David was an interesting character, a nice man too. Barry McIntosh is on board. Hello, Barry. Thanks for joining us, and I hope this is going to be the first of many. Jose says, yes, John Burke's the man. Tony Sanderson, David Blood, Brian Oxley, the ox on the box. Do you know that when I was trying to get into radio and making demo tapes, I drive through to the SABC, and Brian Oxley would sit in his Datsun 280 ZX. They had fancy cars, radio DJs back then. And he would sit in the car and listen to my demo tape. I'd sit in the passenger seat. He'd sit in the driver's seat. He'd put my cassette into the cassette deck, and he would crit my demo tapes. You know, that shows you that someone's a good person, you know. Alan Barnard from KFM, where is he now, says Diane. I don't know. Jan and Esme, says Wendy. We need to meet her, Tom. People want to meet Sasta. You're holding out on us. We want to meet Sasta. Dougie Laws, you see, I was a bit young for this. Dougie Laws, Neville Dawson, Bill Prince, Daryl Eurster, Mike Mayer, Tom London, John Burks, Hugh Rouse, Adrian Steed. Adrian Steed also got fired. Do you remember? He used to present a program called Midweek on a Wednesday night, and they used to tape the program, and the editor didn't edit a portion out where he said the F word. And it was the biggest scandal South Africa had ever seen since the miniskirt. And was it Adrian Steed, or am I wrong? It was Christopher Dingle. Sorry, Christopher Dingle got bombed out of Midweek. Adrian Steed, he survived broadcasting, it seems. Who used to do Sunday show on Kate Turkington? Where is she now? Yeah, Kate Turkington used to do Believe It or Not on a Sunday, and I think they also said enough now, and Kate left. Kate runs her own. Kate is in her 80s, I think. Kate is she might be 90. I don't know how old Kate is now, but Kate is like the youngest 80-odd-year-old on the planet. Kate has her own business. Every time I look at Facebook, Kate's in a different part of the world. Kate has the energy of a 10-year-old. It's crazy. Alistair says, Eric Egan's joke was that exactly. Helen says, loved Golani. He was also a friend. Give Lyle a carrot. I'll give Lyle an electric shock if he doesn't stop that. Tom, it's not Jose, it's Josie. All right, okay, it's done. That's all you need to do. You don't need to wait 2 weeks to tell me. You just tell me how to pronounce your name, and I'll do it, Josie. Sasta did tell me it's Josie 3 days ago, but I got a short-term memory problem, so I'll blame it on that. Let's see what else we got on the comment line here. People want to know where Tammy Singh is. It looks like she's reporting for duty, so we can't have Tammy on without Bad Bad Baby. Here we go.
Greetings,